Check what's going on in South Korea. Okay, yeah, sure. People are asking me a lot about this. Like, what the fuck, right? So what is this? It's not even on here. What the hell? Where's South Korea? Okay, here we go. So, what the fuck is going on in South Korea? South Korea's president be like, the risk I took was calculated, but man, I am bad at math. South Korea's parliament votes 190-0 to lift martial law. Jesus! Oh my god. So everybody voted against this guy? Is South Korea literally having an incel uprising? Well, it didn't work. What is this? Let me see if I can find it. People in South Korea have taken to the streets to protest against the declaration of martial law. What the fuck? What the fuck is going on?
The South Korean president declaring martial law in a late-night TV address. CNN's Mike Valerio joining us now from Seoul. Mike, I know the detail pretty sketchy at this point. What do we know?
Well, we have disturbing details that are just crossing the Reuters wire, Becky, as our colleagues and team of journalists are sorting through what this means. Reuters reporting at this hour that all media in South Korea are coming under the control of martial law command in...
That's crazy. Yeah, where's Johnny Somali?
South Korea. What that means for us here at CNN, unclear. Our
Somebody says President Yoon became Kim Jong-un. Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, this guy's probably done.
Broadcasting from the heart of Seoul, South Korea.
Oh, God.
But protesters, according to information that is just coming into our bureau here, are being told by law enforcement that they can be arrested without any warrant in this new chapter of martial law that has begun just about an hour.
They just put you in jail for no reason.
So to bring our viewers up to speed, what exactly we're dealing with here, the president of South Korea, Yoon Suk-yeol, comes on TV in an unannounced address to the nation and says, Becky, because of what he described as elements of government that are, from his view, sympathetic to North Korea, to communist forces, because of those things and others, he is declaring martial law for the first time since this country has been ruled by military dictatorship in the 1980s. Now,
man, bro, he's bringing it back. So he just randomly comes up. He's like, guys, I got something for you. Hold up real quick. Anybody who ends up being like the prime minister or president or whatever of a country, they're not stupid. You might disagree with them and they might communicate like an idiot, but they're not stupid people. What's the end game here? Because I feel like this has to be a smokescreen for something. It does. It has to. There's got to be something else that's going on here. I don't know. There's got to be.
Yoon Suk-yeol, the president of South Korea, did not lay out what specifically he wants to do with these martial law provisions. We're waiting for some sort of text that outlines
just do whatever he wants to do.
Powers he says he will have.
Yeah.
But from the information that is trickling out, the leader of the Democratic opposition party, Lee Jae-myung, is saying, there's no way this can fly. And paraphrasing what he's saying as we're taking in all this information back.
Yeah, I would assume
this is an illegal move, Lee Jae-myung, the opposition leader, says, and this has to be canceled. So lawmakers are streaming to Parliament, but we are also seeing reports of activity at Parliament being declared illegal as well.
That's good.
Because
you can put the people that don't, the other politicians disagree with you, put them in jail. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's probably like, I mean, that's smart, right? I mean, because that way you don't have to deal with it. Well, it's not going to mean shit. Like, I mean, everybody thinks this guy's just a fucking idiot. Everybody voted against him. This shit's going to get overruled in like probably a few hours, and then everything's probably going to go back to normal. Like, that's probably what's going to happen, right? I mean, let's be honest. It already did. Yeah. So, I mean, fuck. I just can't believe that, though. I can't believe that, so, like, this is something that, like, even a high schooler would know this is probably not a good idea, right? So, like, whenever I see somebody doing something that doesn't make sense, and I don't think that the person is stupid, I always think that there's something else that's going on that I'm not aware of. You know what I mean? Yeah, wow. Is this because of Somali? You think all of this happened because Johnny's Somali? Well, we don't know that that's not the reason. So there's a good possibility it could have something to do with it.
The president announced this martial law very late. It's in the middle of the night over there in South Korea right now. The intent to quash dissent, but the images we're seeing coming out of South Korea is not that. You are seeing an escalatory, tense situation there outside of the government building. I want to go to Mike Valeria to bring us there on the scene with what is unfolding, Mike.
Well, Rahul, we now have this ban, this declaration of martial law.
Do you think maybe troops in North Korea and Russia or something, what triggered him to declare martial law? He's afraid to lose power. I don't think anybody really knows. Like, you can, in my opinion, I bet this is probably a smokescreen for something that he's trying to do that he probably shouldn't be doing. That's what I assume, because that's the only thing that would make sense to me as, like, a logical person.
It has been overturned by Parliament. Will Ripley, our colleague in Taipei, was just saying it should take a simple majority of Parliament to overturn this, and that has happened within the past 2 to 3 minutes. Applause breaking out in the National Assembly. We're headed there now.
Big surprise.
But certainly a feeling of palpable apprehension of demonstrators trying to get to the National Assembly. We're seeing members of the military, law enforcement, in their green camouflaged helmets and uniforms. And we had reports that these members of law enforcement were trying to stop members of the National Assembly from coming into the building to overturn this declaration of martial law, but enough members managed.
That's smart. Yeah, because you have the people, like, you can't have a vote if they can't get in the building. So you just don't let them in a building. You wait till everybody's out of the building, and then you change the rules, and then you don't want anybody back in the building and change it back. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, there we go.
Get in again, 1:06 a.m. here in Seoul. And members of the National Assembly have overturned martial law in South Korea minutes ago. So now the question is, what does South Korea's president do now that lawmakers have overturned martial law in South Korea across the country? He did this as a way to reclaim power. He is a very weak president. His approval ratings hovering in the upper 20%.
Damn.
Conservative figure
20%. Why does everybody hate? Oh, damn, that sucks.
In this country for decades as a strong prosecutor, as somebody who has taken a strong stance against North Korea and aggression coming from north of the DMZ, and he did this, as far as we can tell, because there have been unending calls to impeach him, to remove him from office.
That's yeah. So it's like people want to get you, but it's like, how did you think this was like? There's no way he actually thought this was gonna work, right? I mean, there's no way that would work.
Mike, my understanding,
I think that, like, probably for South Koreans, there's like a huge, like, this probably matters a lot more for them, like, because I mean, we never had something like this happen here, really, but. And I think the U.S. probably be kind of the same, but I could see places in Europe that probably wouldn't have this same type of reaction, maybe. I don't know. But I think with South Korea, it's especially poignant because of North Korea. Because, like, they live right below a group of people who basically are them, but there's effectively like a, big wall, and they're stuck over there. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's really where I bet that's probably what stresses them out a lot. That's why they would react so negatively to this. See, what's weird to me is, like I'm from America, so, like, if I see somebody like this, it's like, yeah, he's probably on fentanyl or something. But, like, apparently in Korea, there aren't as many zombies over there. So, like, this is probably something that happened, like, due to this event specifically.
This is a vibrant democracy in South Korea. This is the first time a president of South Korea has declared martial law in the democratic era. Now the parliament voted to overturn that. But it is an extraordinary move, and it's something that Americans should be paying attention to. What is President Biden saying right now?
Yeah, as we were discussing before, when I saw these... So far, nothing
Damn, they
yet.
broke the windows too. Holy shit. Yeah, this is nuts, man. Like, I wonder what's going to happen. Wow. CNN's downplaying this. They lie. War is coming. I don't know about that, bro. Like, that's a lot. Yeah, as long as the government is a U.S. ally and aligns with the U.S., they don't care. South Korea on January 6th, no joke. I mean, I think you're kind of right. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Oh, man. That's crazy. Wow. But yeah, I think that this dude basically, I mean, like, let's be honest, right? I mean, I can't really see him coming back from this. I mean, unless, like, he knew some crazy shit that nobody else knew, which he probably didn't, then I feel like, yeah, he's probably not going to be coming back from this at all. It's done.